You ever notice how the same money just does less now? Like a few years ago, your go-to chicken shawarma meal felt cheap. Now, same order, same place, suddenly it feels like you accidentally upgraded to premium life. You didn't change. The shawarma didn't change. Your money changed. That's inflation. And here's the problem. Most people think inflation is just prices going up. It's not. It's your money slowly losing power, quietly, every single year. And if you don't understand it, you're basically playing a game where the rules change against you and no one tells you. So yeah, let's fix that. What inflation is. Inflation is simple. It means prices increase over time. That's it. But here's the real definition that actually matters. Inflation is your money buys less than it used to. Same 1,000 rupees, less food. Same salary, less life. Same shawarma, more pain. The shawarma test. Let's lock in our running example. Shawarma. Imagine 2018, shawarma equals cheap. 2026, same shawarma equals noticeably more expensive. Did the chicken get smarter? No. What actually happened is your money got weaker. It's like your currency is slowly losing strength at the gym, while prices are bulking. So every year, your money walks into the market a little more tired. Why this happens? Okay, now the real question. Why does inflation even exist? There isn't just one reason, but here are the big ones. More money. When more money enters the system, prices usually rise. Why? Because now more people can afford the same stuff. Example, if suddenly everyone has extra cash, more people start buying shawarma. But shawarma shops don't magically double overnight, so what happens? Higher demand plus same supply equals higher prices. Basic pressure.
Supply problems. Now flip it. What if supply goes down? Let's say chicken becomes expensive. Fuel costs rise. Imports get delayed. Now shawarma becomes harder to make. Less supply, same demand, prices go up again. Different cause, same result. Business costs. Businesses aren't charities. If their costs go up, your bill goes up. Simple. If the shawarma shop pays more for ingredients, rent, electricity, staff, they will raise prices. Not because they're evil, because they want to survive. The silent part. Here's what most people miss. Inflation doesn't feel like a big event. It's slow, quiet, sneaky. No one announces, "Hey bro, your money is now 8% weaker." It just happens. Your groceries feel a bit more expensive. Your fuel feels kinda high. Your shawarma feels not worth it anymore. That's inflation working perfectly.
Why it matters. Now the important part. Why should you even care? Because inflation affects literally everything. Your salary, your savings, your lifestyle, your future. Let's break that down. Your salary. If your income stays the same, but prices go up, you are effectively earning less, even if your paycheck number doesn't change. Example. You used to afford 20 shawarmas a week. Now you afford 15. Same salary, lower life. That's a hidden pay cut. Your savings. This is where it gets brutal. If your money is just sitting in cash, it is losing value every year. Slowly, consistently, no drama. Example. You save up for something. You wait. You delay buying it. Now, when you finally go, it costs more. You didn't lose money physically, but you lost purchasing power, which is basically the same thing.
The illusion. This is where people get confused. They think,
I still have my money, so I'm fine. No, you have the number, but the number means less. It's like having game currency after the devs secretly increase all item prices. You didn't get poorer, but everything got further away. Wage catch-up. Now, sometimes salaries increase too. But here's the catch. They often lag behind inflation, meaning prices go up first. Your salary catches up later, if it even does. So for a period of time, you're just getting squeezed. Less comfort, same effort. Good versus bad inflation. Not all inflation is equal. A small, steady level of inflation is considered normal in most economies. Why? Because it encourages spending and investment instead of hoarding cash. If money never lost value, people might just sit on it forever. But high or unpredictable inflation, that's where things break. Planning becomes hard. Savings get destroyed faster. Prices feel unstable. And everyday life gets stressful.
The psychological hit. Inflation messes with your brain, too, because humans think in numbers, not value. So you see your salary increase and think, nice, I'm doing better. But if your expenses increased faster, you're actually worse off. It's like leveling up in a game, but all enemies scale faster than you. Congrats, you're still struggling. Lifestyle trap. Here's where it gets dangerous. When your income increases, most people upgrade their lifestyle immediately. Better food, better phone, more subscriptions, more delivery, more everything. But inflation is also rising in the background. So now you've increased spending, reduced buffer, lost flexibility. And suddenly you feel broke again. That's the trap. The compounding effect. Inflation isn't just a one-time hit. It compounds. Meaning, prices don't just go up once. They keep building on top of previous increases. So over time, the difference becomes huge. That's why older people say, things used to be so cheap. They're not exaggerating. Your shawarma really was cheaper.
Real-life example. Let's say you save money for 5 years. No investing. Just cash. Meanwhile, prices rise gradually. When you finally spend that money, you realize it buys noticeably less. Same effort, less reward. That's inflation eating your time. The hidden tax. A lot of people call inflation a hidden tax because it reduces your purchasing power. It happens without a direct bill. Everyone feels it. But it's not something you actively pay. It just reduces what your money can do, quietly. So what do? You don't beat inflation completely, but you don't ignore it either. At a basic level, understand that cash loses value over time. Don't assume saving alone is enough. Be aware of rising costs. Think long-term, not just monthly. This isn't about panic. It's about awareness.
Recap. Fast. Inflation is prices rising over time. Your money buys less every year. Same salary doesn't equal the same lifestyle. Savings lose value if left idle. Costs rise due to demand, supply, and business expenses. Inflation is slow, not dramatic. It compounds over time. Wages don't always keep up. Lifestyle upgrades make it worse. It affects everything: food, rent, fuel, life. Your shawarma is the perfect example. Nothing changed. except your money. Final thought. Inflation isn't trying to ruin your life, but if you ignore it, it absolutely will. Because the game is simple. If your money isn't growing, it's shrinking. If this made you look at your shawarma differently, hit like and comment the one thing that feels way more expensive now. Let's compare damage.